Hi, I'm Janine with Janine's California Bodies. Today, I'm offering you the resistant band workout. I often have clients who travel or just would like a simple workout to do at home. This is a full body workout that you can do anywhere. I'd like to have you finish this workout with one of my ab challenges that you will find on my YouTube channel at Janine's California Bodies, or I'll post it on my website at www.ca-body.com. Let's get started. So one of my favorite exercises is the static lunge lateral raise. I like it because it uses your leg muscles, your core for stability, and your arms as well. More bang for your buck, I always say. So we're going to start by anchoring under the front leg and equal on these handles and the strap. We're going to take the back foot behind you on the ball of the foot. We're going to stay centered between both feet, and you're going to elevate her down and squeeze those glutes tight. Make sure that front knee never goes past the toe, but you can kind of look over and see your toes in front of the knee. So we're going to hold that position, arms out in a V position, and we're going to just pulse, just shoulder height for 10 reps. Option is to be a little higher if you're experiencing any kind of knee pain, but squeeze those glutes tight, and we're here. 10 reps each side, and then we'll switch with the left foot in front, anchoring on that foot. The squat overhead press is again going to work legs, core, and arms as well. So we're going to anchor both feet on our band. Make sure, again, your handles are even. We're going to bring the handles up to the shoulders. Look at my elbow position. I want it always in front of the seam of my shirt, never back behind the seam of my shirt. And we're going to start with, I'll give you some options. We're going to squat down, make sure the knees track over the outer 3 toes. Never let the knees drop into the center. And when you come up, we're going to press overhead. So it's down in your squat, press overhead. Down in your squat, press overhead. If you have shoulder issues, we can hold it in a W position. Your hands are hovering above the shoulders and down, staying right there, holding that W position. The most challenging, however, is in our I or Y position. And we're going to hold the arms overhead as we come down in that squat and come back up. Like I said, most challenging. Down in that squat and come up. 15 to 20 reps. Make sure you keep that back straight. Are the counter push-ups. I instruct my clients to do these on a kitchen counter, bathroom vanity, or a patio chair. So I like keeping that plank position. So that's why I do them on the counter if you aren't able to do full push-ups on the floor. So your hands are a little wider than shoulder width. You're going to step back, find your plank position. Shoulders drop down, head in alignment with your spine. Tuck that tailbone under. Make sure you don't lead with the hips. Keep that plank and the integrity of that straight line. On the ball of your feet, we're going to slowly lower down towards the chair and push away. Notice my elbow position. It stays well below my shoulders. I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together as I'm coming down and return. An option, if that's a little challenging, just step into an offset foot position. You take a little bit of the weight load off your arms, and starting here until you build up more strength. So another option as you get stronger is the knee down push-up, or they call girls push-up. And I see guys do these too, and it's perfectly fine. So hands right underneath your shoulders. Bring your knees back. Find your plank position. Now my plank is the top of my head, down through my spine to the tailbone. And I'm going to come down in that plank and return to my start position. And then again, as you're getting stronger, bring the knees up. You can lower yourself down, knees down, to push yourself up. And our strongest move is our full body push-up. Find your plank, slowly lower, and return to the start position. 10, 15, if you can do 20, you're a rock star. Next is our seated row series, high, mid, and low row. So you're sitting on the floor. You're going to anchor that band on the bottom of your feet. A little caution, if you're wearing a flat-soled shoes, the band is going to slip off. I like a running shoe that has an arch to it. But if that's the case, just make sure you drop those feet down a little bit so you don't get smacked in the face by your band. A little caution. So we're going to take and we're going to make a nice loop. I want a loop where I've got some good tension on that band. Now I'm going to round my back, ribs towards the hip, shoulders driving down, palms to the floor for our high row. Keep those shoulders down. It's challenging in the high row. Abs tight, and we're going to pull towards the shoulders and return. (10 to 15 repetitions. Then you're going to drop down into a 45-degree angle with your hands. Notice how the elbows follow. Keep that rounded back, core engaged. And we're going to do 15 of our mid rows. And finally, we're going to bring those elbows all the way down to your side. And low row, feeling that squeeze right between the shoulder blades in that back. From this position, we're going to go into a leg raise with abduction. Abduction means you're taking your leg away from your center line. So we're going to roll over to the side. You're going to anchor the band with that bottom leg. Hand is going to hold on to the handle. We're going to send that leg out, not straight back from the body, but a little bit forward. Turn the toe down, anchor now on your hip. And we're going to lift that leg using the outer thigh muscles and outer glute muscles. We're going to go 10 to 20 each side. Next is our standing overhead press. We're going to take the resistant band, anchor it on the back foot. Doesn't matter which foot, whatever you're more comfortable with. Then the other foot comes through the center of the band. Always when you're going overhead, you want to be in offset foot position with your body weight centered between both feet. The tendencies want to sit back or lean back, which is going to stress the lower back. Stay centered, glutes tight. The band is up behind you. Hands again hovering over your shoulders. We're going to press overhead, coming back down. Option is alternating, pressing overhead. If you feel that band scraping on your arms, you're more likely reaching forward. See if you can keep your biceps and ears in alignment. Remember that elbow staying in front of the seam of the shirt? That applies here as well. So here we go. 10 to 20 reps. I love working shoulders. We've got our rear deltoid flies and step back or reverse lunge. So you're going to take a hold, anchoring your band about shoulder distance and shoulder height. So make a loop where you've got a little tension there. And we're going to start with the feet together. As you pull back across the chest, you're going to step back, squeeze your glutes, elevator down, and alternate your legs. Remember, we aren't leaning. We're staying in that lunge, centered between both legs and the glutes tight. Again, any knee issues, maybe just a slight less depth in that lunge, or just focus on those elbows, staying shoulder height, and go after the rear delt. All right, now for the big guns. We've got bicep curls. You're going to anchor on both feet. Again, make sure those bands are even, handles are even. Your elbows are going to stay at your side. Watch your wrists on these. I tend to see people kind of drop those wrists over into a cocked wrist. Make sure those wrists stay straight. Also be soft with your hands. You don't need a death grip on these. Bend your knees, glutes tight, core tight, shoulders drop down. You're going to curl up towards the shoulders, but only as high as you can maintain the elbows at your side. If you come too far up, look what happens. Now I'm getting the shoulder rocking action going. Don't want that. So, wrists are straight, elbows at your side, pull up towards the shoulders. Here we go. 15 to 20 reps. I know you can do it. Now into those tricep kickbacks. We're going to stay with our feet anchored on the band. We're going to bend the knees slightly, hinge forward at the hips. This is really important. Maintain that straight back, shoulders driving down away from your ears. You're going to bring those elbows up behind you, and they're going to stay up behind you. You're going to straighten the arms. Don't worry, that handle will slide on the straps. So we're going to straighten the arms so they're parallel to the ground and return, keeping the elbows up. I often see this, drop with the elbows. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Maintain the integrity of that straight back. And here we go. Pressing out. "15 to 20 reps. We're not done yet. We're going to turn palms up. Hold that straight arm. Pulse it out. "10, 15, 20 to failure." Let's do it. Finally, our overhead tricep extension. This time you're going to anchor just your back foot. So whichever foot you want to start with, stepping forward. You want to adjust your handles so it's a little longer on the working arm. If you stay even, you can do it, but it's going to be more challenging. So adjust your handles, which is appropriate for you. And now we're going to take and we're going to push that arm overhead. Watch your wrist. Shouldn't be cocked back. It should be straight wrist. So roll those knuckles over. Bicep right in line with your ears. Take it down to the opposite shoulder and return. A lot of times I see people pulling out as they come up. Keep that bicep right by your ear and come down behind your head. Wrist is straight. Return. This is working that long head of the tricep. Make sure you do both sides. No chicken wings. You know what I mean? Well, there you have it. That is your Do Anywhere Resistant Band Challenge. Remember, consistency is the key. So create a goal that's doable for you. 3 times a week is ideal. You know, the lights aren't always green all the way through. Things come up in life. So if maybe you only make it once that week or twice that week, that's all right. I call it your minimum, target, and outrageous goals. Minimum, a little bit, you're still on task. Target, those 3 times a week that you can do, or outrageous, hit it every day if you're feeling ambitious. I want to thank Mindy of Tabata Boot Camp from the 2016 Idea World Convention, who gifted this yellow band to me. I also like SPRI, Spry bands, which you can get off their website, or also Amazon will carry those. Red, green, red a little more challenging, blue even more challenging. So maybe a little combination to set yourself up for the progression. Again, remember, this is going to be on my YouTube channel, Janine's California Bodies, or my website, www.ca-body.com. You know, send me some comments back. Let me know your progression or challenges. I am here for you. I'm happy to answer your questions, whatever they might be, and I'm certainly here to applaud your success. So let's do it.